baby, and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back here to the Primus servers, where we are playing the Direwolf20 mod pack, as per usual. So today, guys, I got some stuff I kind of want to get done, and it revolves all around this little pickaxe you see floating in this mana pool behind me. If you guys have watched past episodes, you'll know that this is my Terra Shatterer, and you can see it's just sucking up mana like crazy from my little mana pool system. I've actually got a lot of the spreaders all focused in on this, and it's sucking up mana like crazy, and it's been doing it for a couple of days now, and it is currently still only in rank A. So yeah, it's not doing so great. So hey, look, Chillum was AFK apparently. I had no idea. All right, so yeah, we want to keep this guy kind of sucking up as much mana as we can, because we would like to see what happens when it gets to the higher levels. I would like to use it when it's rank S or rank double S. So those are the next two highest ranks. So we're going to have to find a faster way to produce a lot of mana. This currently produces maybe like, I don't know, on average, and when I say day, I mean an actual 24-hour period. I think this little setup maybe at its best produces 10 pools of mana a day. So 10 to, my guess is between 10 and 20, and I think it's going to require a lot more to get this guy up to the next level. I think we're going to get to a new level of mana production, and from my understanding, the way these mana flowers work, or at least the thermalilies, is you supply it with one block of lava, and it burns for a certain amount of time, putting off so much mana per second. So this is always just a timed thing, and it's just an interval of time. What I would like to do is maybe use a different flower that produces mana instantly, and depending on how much stuff you throw on it, it will just basically create the mana instantly almost. And from my understanding, I keep saying that, my understanding of how things work, this guy here, no wait, I'm in the functional flora, the Kekamarus, the one that eats cake, produces it based on how much cake you give it. So if you give it a cake, it will produce a fixed amount of mana based on one cake, or a slice of cake, or whatever. But anyway, each cake produces so much. So we're going to have to produce one of these guys first, but in order to take full advantage of said cake flour, we are going to need to produce a butt ton of cakes. And you guys know how much a butt ton is. It's a ton of butts. So yeah, so I've already started along the path. You'll notice a little setup here with a little cow up here. I feel so bad for this guy, but honestly, we could release him. I don't know if I have a golden lasso on me, but we can release him now because he's done his job. This cow has produced so much milk. It's like crazy. I'm going to show you here in a second. You're free to go, buddy. You've done great. So basically, I made myself a little autonomous activator milker. And here is a bedrockium drum. And look at that. It has 65 million buckets of milk in it. And this was just running overnight to get that much milk. So this guy works great. So basically, I've got an autonomous activator here set to basically click milk buckets into this bedrockium drum. And when it's done, this transfer node takes the empty bucket, because there's an item filter that says take empty buckets, and pushes it up here to this autonomous activator. And this autonomous activator clicks the bucket on the cow, producing a bucket of milk, and then, you know, it's cyclical. It just goes in a cycle forever, and it produced 6 million buckets of milk overnight. And you know, I know that there's a block in Mine Factory Reloaded that just milks cows called the Rancher, and it does other things too, but it requires power, and it produces crap like sewage. This guy did it overnight, so this wins. And this is so much of a cooler concept. I like it a lot better. So we've got our drum of milk here, and we're going to use that to create cakes. So let's take a look at the recipe for cake, right? Cake requires about 4 things, I do believe, one of them being buckets of milk. So we've got 65 million of these, so we're doing great. The other thing it takes is egg, it takes wheat, and it takes sugar. So let's collect all that stuff. We have actually been collecting this stuff forever. We've been collecting it since the beginning of the game. I just like to collect everything until I need it. So down here is my little chicken farm, and it basically vacuum hopper, chest, picking up just random doodads, and this is collecting feathers and this one has eggs in it. It has 7,000 or 74,000 eggs in it. So, yep, lots of eggs. And the next thing we're going to need is sugar and wheat. And I have those being collected here by my farm. Hey, what the heck? Let me through. So I think this guy is wheat. So we are actually going to maybe turn off the farm upstairs. So let's see if we can figure out a good way to do this. If I had a lever on me, let's go grab a lever, because I want to shut off the farm while we're doing this cake creation here. Why am I looking at all the chests but the one with the lever in it? There we go. We're gonna put a lever on this thing just to turn it off while we're not using it. I think I can just put it right on it. That would be actually very useful if I could just do this. Maybe I could just click it and say always active, never active. There, we turned it off without even using a lever. We'll just put the lever right there. Nice. So cool, we can actually collect this one. This one has 24,000 wheat, and honestly I think this is going to be our thing that we run out of first. Here I've got sugarcane, but I have a crafter here that's turning the sugarcane into sugar, and this is my sugar. So let's see how much sugar we have. About 33,000 sugar. So very good. We've got lots of little things that we have all of the pieces to create this item, which is a cake. We're also going to use this cyclic assembler here, but let's go ahead and pick it up. We're going to move all this downstairs into the basement. We're going to create a little cake zone, a cake zone 5,000 if you will, and I'm thinking about doing it right here because I've got an energy line out, which we should probably set. Input, output. Cool. So we're going to put the cyclic assembler down like this, or like that, I guess. I don't know. And we need to set this as an input. We're going to set that as an input, that as an input. And let's put our bedrockium drum here. And the great thing about this cyclic assembler is it has a place for liquid. So instead of putting buckets of milk in here, we can just pump the milk in, and there we go. Milk. Cool. So I really hope this works. Otherwise, this is going to be just like a dumb video. But let's see here. What was I looking for? We need our bag. And we're going to need a liquid transfer node. And I'm going to take one of these stack upgrades. And we're just going to do something like this and hope that it works. So let's put the stack upgrade in here. And look at that. It's now full of milk. So cool. We've got that part of it. But currently, we're going to have 3 extra bits that we're going to want to put in here. And so we're going to do something like this. So we're going to need an item to transfer from all 3 of these blocks right into here. Now, I could just use transfer nodes like I did with the liquid, but what I want to do is find a way to regulate it so that what happens is this doesn't fill all up with wheat or eggs or something else. And there's a little item called a translocator. I think that's the name of it. Let's look it up in the book. Well, there's no book. There's just NEI. Translocator. It's this guy. There's a liquid translocator too. We should have looked into that. So we're gonna need a piston. We're gonna need gold. I think I'm gonna have to make a piston, which is sad. So let's grab stuff from that. Actually, pistons laying around. It would actually be useful. Dang it, we don't have a piston. Son of a biscuit. All right, let's make a piston. We need, when making pistons, I like to make 64 pistons all at once. We need 4 stacks of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 3 stacks of wood. Where's my wood chest? Here it is. 3 stacks of wood. And I'll just make that by oak wood. Cool. So let's put this stuff in here so we get some room in our inventory to make this wood. Okay. So now we've got the wood. Let's turn that into planks. 3 stacks on top. And we'll have our pistons out of the way. And we'll have 64 for next time. Huzzah! Alright. So, not what I wanted to do. Alright, so we got that. We are going to need redstone, which is right behind this piston. We're going to need gold. We're going to need iron. And we're going to need an ender pearl. So I think with that, we should be able to click these guys in now. There we go. Let's just make a bunch of them. Why not? And then we're going to need some gold nuggets, because you use the gold nuggets as like an upgrade to these things to make it so that it regulates. So I'm just going to grab 9 for now. Come here, you. Let's put these back up. We can put that obsidian up. We can put this up. That. Okay, cool. So now that we've got our translocators, we can get this going. But I guess what we need to do now... Oh, we need an output for the cake. So we want to set the top as that. And I think I have a barrel upstairs I can borrow. We're going to need a pretty big one. So I need like a diamond barrel. Oh, wait. I think I put it downstairs. Let's look. Yeah, here she is. Look at that old boy. So we're going to put this on top. Cake. And let's set up the schematic for it now. But we're going to need this. Get back in there. We're going to need a little bit of wheat. We're going to need a little bit of sugar. And yeah, let's make a cake schematic. So we've got some blank schematics here. If I remember correctly, you just click this open. Put your schematic up here. And then... So that would make bread. But we don't want to make bread. Sugar. Eggy. And then 3 things of milk. Cake. Perfect. And we click that, and we've got our cake. Hold shift for details. 3 crop wheat, 1 egg, 3 times list all milk, and sugar. So hopefully this milk will count, and we'll be able to make these cakes, but we need to set up our translocators first. So let's grab our translocators, and translocators only travel within 1 block distance. So yeah, this actually works out pretty perfectly. So we're going to set 3 like that, and then we're going to put 1 like that. And what I want to do is click the receiving one with this gold guy, and then we're going to click here, and we're going to say that it always puts eggs in here. Oh, maybe it's just regular click. I know that there's a way to increase. If I hold down shift, 24, 56 eggs. That sounds good. And then a stack of wheat. 65. Can I do that to go down? Let's make this an even stack too, even though eggs don't stack like that. So if I go like 64, cool. And do I have sugar? Here we go. Stack is sugar. So it will always put a stack, only a stack of each of these items in here. So that way this doesn't get all clogged up, like I said before. So cool. Let's close this. And let's see if this gets working. As soon as I click this translocator in, you click the middle part for it to go in, and anything that's going out in the vicinity will push in. So let's give it a try. Oh, that was the wrong thing to do. Maybe I have to do it with an empty hand. Oh, I got my nugget back. Shoot. Did that erase all the stuff? Good. It did not. Huzzah. So click that in, and look at all that. Oh man, it started. Holy crap, it's making cakes like crazy. Oh, wow. That is so cool. Let's see if we can put some speed upgrades in this. I'm sure by the time I actually get my speed upgrades out of my bag, this thing will already be done creating all the cakes in the world. Holy crap, look at that. So yeah, let's see, what's slowing it down at the moment is the wheat. And I honestly thought that was going to happen. Look at that. It's taking the eggs. If you look in this little area, you can see all the little items going in, which I think is cool as hell. Look at that. That is very cool. So yeah, the wheat is going out like this. You know, I think if I take like a glowstone or a redstone and apply it to the sending block, it might upgrade it. I'm not sure. I'm not positive, but that might be the case, and we can get the wheat coming out a lot faster, although this is pretty damn fast. Look at it. It's already got 25 stacks of cakes. Let's do that. Let's see if that keeps it up. No, that didn't do anything. Maybe it's glowstone. Let's try a glowstone. You guys can look up on YouTube. Direwolf does a pretty comprehensive spotlight on the translocator. It's a pretty short one, so you don't have to worry about like wasting a bunch of time. I'm just kind of using it for the regulation of items. Look at that. That is so cool. I love that to death. All right, let's put this glowstone on here and see if that functions any differently. There we go. Yep, that did it. So if we want to go a lot faster, we could definitely just put the glowstone update on here. And it would go a lot faster. So let's do it to all of them. Glowstone, please. There we go. So yeah, it should have no problem creating all the cakes in the world right now. Look at that thing go. So it's doing pretty good. It's already up to 57 stacks of cakes. That is awesome. Look at all that cake being made. So now we can move on to step 2 of our plan to make all the mana in the world out of cakes. So that is going to run forever and ever. I don't even think it's close to going through my wheat. We might actually have to switch out another barrel here, because let's turn on Wayla here for a second. It's up to 1,007. It's got a lot of cakes in there. Let's just put it that way. You guys can read. Back to game, please. And let's see how much it's not taking. Yeah, it's not even putting a dent in my power system, so that's good. You know, we could put. No, we would have to upgrade the cyclic assembler. I was thinking we could put some thermal expansion upgrades in here, but we would have to recraft this thing with different metals and alloys from the Orient. So, cool. It's definitely doing what I want it to. Damn. 92 stacks of cakes already. Very nice. Haha. So how much milk has it gone through? It has only gone through 4 million buckets of milk so far. Good to know. So we might actually need to recapture Milky Cow. Let's do that now. I think I have one more Bedrockium drum. We can always just void this liquid if we don't need it. But let's put Milky Cow back on her stand, and let's get her milking again. Let's see here. I put the drum here. Hi, Milky Cow. I know I said I was going to release you, but it's time to get back to work. Let's see. Like that. Booyah. And as you can see, this is filling up with milk like crazy. Look at that. So if I wait overnight again, Milky Cow here, the endless source of milk. It seems kind of cruel, but you know, she's just sitting there. She's not doing anything. This doesn't affect her at all. She doesn't like get unhealthy. You know, the more I think about it, this is like a factory farm. I have these warding blocks so you can't get away, and there's no grass or there's no plants to look at. I should give her like, I don't know, like a painting to look at. That would be kind of funny. Let's do that. Let's give her a painting. Let's give old Milky Cow a painting. Let's see here. I don't even know if I remember how to make paintings. It's like that. Stinky old sticks, right? Let's do this. Let's put this right here. Boop, boop, boop. Painting. Very nice. And let's grab some blocks. We have some blocks here. Yeah, let's at least give her something to inspire her in her milk production. Maybe like a little scene of a pasture or a picture of her husband cow. I don't know. So, ooh, not that. Go away. So we'll do like this. And we'll put a little paint right there. Oh, look at that. We can do better. Look at that. It's a picture of some food. Look at your food, Milky Cow. No, put your butt to the painting. Okay, guys, we're done. We're just spazzing out at the moment. So, guys, as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. This is kind of a silly episode, but whatever. We're making cake, baby. In the next episode, we're going to put our cake to work, and we are going to create so much mana. Oh, you're just going to plots. You're going to plots all over your schmutz. And until next time, guys, we'll see you all real soon.